Everything you wanted, I gave you it. Every little piece of me I gave you. Take it then you flaunt it, faking it. I can see the dirt on your fingertips. Baby, don't preach, I'll be pleading the fifth. You're out of my reach, but I'm under your grip. You never asked me for forgiveness, but then you stick words in my throat, and I don't wanna go lower than low, lower than low. Got me going places thought I'd never go. Lower than low, out on my own. Yeah, you got me sinking with you. Everything I wanted, you tainted it. Hold back the encore, told her that I need more. Sure as hell you don't follow. I'm phoning home with no call numbers. I'm writing songs, no voice notes, I'm hollow. Baby, tell me, or are you pleading the fifth? I'm coming up from beneath, better watch you don't slip. You never offered your repentance. Whenever I came around, you let it show. 'Cause I don't want you to go lower than low, lower than low. Hold a standing ovation, skip the episode. Lower than low, out on my own. Yeah, you got me sinking with you. 100 roses on your doorstep, left the thorns on. 100 ways I tried to warn you, couldn't take the hint. Thinking about the future makes me paranoid. Don't look for something's gotta give. Flipping back and forth, kill the switch on us. You got us go lower than low, lower than low. Hold a standing ovation, skip the episode. Lower than low, out on my own. Yeah, you got me sinking with you.
Hey, traders. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Bitcoin down over $3,000 on the day, over 5%. It was down 6%. The lowest point. Y'all hear me? We good? So yep, you broke the triangle of downside. What was once resistance is resistance again. Or it was resistance again. Twice even. On the 60-minute, it kind of like double topped regarding that February 21st level as resistance. So that's like confirmation to market participants that the top's in and the price would go down next, and it's done that. So, okay, daily bearish divergence is there. Let's take a look at it if you want to see it, man. There it is. This is why it's just like really tough, man. Like you can. It's going up, it's going down. Well, different things going on. You're still inside the potential, consolidation after the couple is created, but now you're just like at that parabolic trend line now, aren't you? Yeah, not a good day. Negative momentum's continuing to build. The bearish divergence is really starting to play out, beginning to play out anyway. It could just be the beginning, or eventually you could go all the way down to 52K, $50,000. Bullish 5-0, that's be the PCZ, but it's not over yet. You haven't even made lower levels than you did on March 16th, so it's not like completely over or anything, right? Just talking about this low right here. 200 moving average soon to be tested for the first time technically since February 28th. Your price is lower than it was over a month ago. Yeah, no edge. Absolutely nothing implying that sellers are exhausted and a reversal is impending. None of that. Okay? You're not even oversold on the 4 hour. You're just in bearish territory. Your lowest level of relative strength Bitcoin's seen since February 23rd. You can go on the 60-minute, man. You're oversold, right? Finally oversold. Lowest level of RSI since the March 15th, so whatever, it's great. Again, right? I mean, it's almost like A, B, C, D stuff where we're talking $50,000 to $52,000. X would mark the spot where we'd be wanting to see some sort of bullish divergence or something. Seller exhaustion, you don't have any yet, so you just can't be too surprised. I mean, in the end, right? Especially the way like Ethereum and Litecoin were looking, man. Those were like almost canary in the coal mines, at least in the short term. Music's loud. Really? Is it loud? Can someone, a mod, answer that? Say that if that's true or not? So anyway, yeah. Having like tremendous issues when I look at so many assets on so many charts, you literally run out of data. Like TradingView won't let you do anymore, won't let you save your work anymore if you have too much data. Too many trend lines plotted on too many different charts. And so like I spent like, I don't know, an hour yesterday getting rid of so many different charts. And then I tried to save after deleting all that and it still wouldn't save. So I had to override everything and I lost so much work. So much new work I've done. Just whatever, and I'm gonna have to do it again. I'm gonna have to, yeah. It's a really bad problem, man. Like I can't even believe it. It's so stupid. Like, how much money do I pay them? And then they just run out of data. So this, man, how bearish did Ethereum look? Good God, it looked freaking terrible, dude. Looked terrible. It's finally hit a 38% retrace. Well, hold on. This is off a little bit. Is that even off too? Wow, what a joke. Low to high. You've hit a 38% retrace, exceeded a 38% retrace. A 50% retrace is $1,616. Right. Could be a support level. I mean, that's a peak from March 3rd. But yeah, it's just it's following Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin keeps selling off. Ethereum's gonna sell off probably worse, you know, down 100 points. What would a measure move? I haven't even done a measure move here on this thing. Let's say that'd be the neckline right there from the breakout point. Talking about a 100% measure move is about $1,500. Okay, that's where you could be headed if Bitcoin's going to go to 50K, 54K, or 52K, excuse me. That seems very, very reasonable to believe, okay? Gross. But at the same time, beautiful, right? We flip it over. Oh my God, this is a great opportunity for a long. This is exactly where you'd be taking a long position, low risk, high reward opportunity areas. Look, man, back testing old resistance as support, back testing a spring, inverse head and shoulders. Bullish cipher. I'm like, oh my God, dude. But it's just inverse, unfortunately. So. Correct. Oh, well. I'm so surprised on Litecoin, right? I mean, come on, dude. Really? Bear pull, bear flag. Broke below 195. Today you've gotten as low as 184.36. The target area was 172 to 179. Yeah? You're not done yet. You're certainly not. Nothing's implying upside on Litecoin yet on any time scale. None of them. Who cares? Oh, you're a little oversold in the 60 minute. Whatever, dude. So much more downside potential on Litecoin. You're in no man's land right now. You're in the middle of support resistance. I don't know why I wouldn't go down and test 179 at least. Okay, well, I mean, TA being respected. It's so incredible, isn't it? We were able to identify a harmonic before it gets even close to the PCZ. It was so many points away. It was like almost double-digit percentage points away from its PCZ, and then it reverses there once, and then sells off, hits a support. Hidden bullish divergence develops that manifests into the bear flag, and you've since broken that, and you're selling off. You're marking down, right? So there was kind of, it was a little nebulous on Bitcoin, but not nebulous really at all on Ethereum and Litecoin. They were definitely like telling us something, weren't they? In the end. So that's your Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. You want to go across the markets? We can. I mean, everything's the same. All right. I mean, it's all devastation and blood for the most part. But you know, it's kind of disappointing a little bit. You know, we had it, man. We freaking had it, didn't we? Well, hold on. Give me 10 years to redo all my charts every single freaking time, because none of my work saved ever. So. Oh, this one, somehow this one did. Okay, look. Remember Cake was up 20% today? Yeah, of course, Bitcoin pulls it's still up 8.39%, which is like great. And, you know, until you make a lower high than the PCZ, this thing's in great shape for upside. So you just gotta be patient on it. But one would be in profit on Cake if they took heed of what was analyzed yesterday. So. Whatever, man. Not so good for other assets. My God, dude. You just go anywhere. I mean, you click an S-Coin, it's going to be bad. Clicking an S-Coin. Like, oh, hidden bullish diversion. Just kidding. The Bitcoin dump. Now it's below the 200 moving average. That's not good. That's maybe setting up for a daily major double top. You know, go figure, right? All this good stuff happens for Cardano, and the top's in. Perfect timing, right? It was just like running up, leading up to all the good stuff, getting listed Coinbase, and then it's over, right? So no indication that sellers are exhausted, really. It's just following Bitcoin. It's only up some. It's only pulled back to the upside because Bitcoin's pulled back to the upside a little bit. So, you know, our BAT, right? A, B. Oh, you're holding 108, which is your old all-time high from 2018. You're holding on, but barely. Oh, it's like whatever. I just switched time scale so you could even see it. Joke. So, hey, there was hidden bullish divergence. Doesn't matter. Bitcoin sells off. Negative momentum just starts building when you were about to start going neutral to positive. So, if this breaks, I think you're going down to 88 cents. March 10th. Great, man. Binance Coins hitting its 200 moving average pretty much for the first time. Wow. First time since January 27th. So Binance Coin also feeling some damage. Not too bad. Only down about 2.5%. Definitely not as bad as many other things across this market, including Bitcoin. So don't really see anything that sticks out as great opportunity on any of these coins, just because the way Bitcoin's daily bearish divergence is playing out right now, you know, and how we know like where it is. I mean, are we gonna like double bottom here? You'd be double bottoming without any sort of edge, any exhaustion. So Dash. Oh, it looked good and sorry. You know, it's like, oh yeah, accumulation, double bottoms is rallying, and then some of these assets went up really nice, and then not Dash. No one buys it. And I guess it's just not people don't desire this asset. So were some others that were doing the same stuff went up and got close to targets, hit PCZs. My God, at least even Litecoin hit a 78% retrace. This trash, yeah, Dash is trash since this pullback, since this correction has begun, and I'm saying it's trash compared to other assets that exist in the same space. This thing couldn't even hit a 50% retrace, and we're talking Litecoin at least got a 786, Ethereum got a 786, Bitcoin got 130% retrace off that correction. So what does that tell you? It's trash. And it's probably going to get hit a lot worse if Bitcoin goes into correction, worse than Bitcoin. So, that's it. Cool, dude. Okay, I mean, what's the point? We can just look at this homogenous market, sell off all of them, right? Wow, it's crazy. US is only... Well, see, some of these things, these assets, before Bitcoin dumped, were up like double-digit percentage points today. You know, like XRP is a big, like, centerpiece, right? It was showing the technicals that looked really good. I mean, a huge harmonic pattern with confirmation lows, and it had broke 51 cents, even back-tested it, and started rallying. And it was on its way to 62 cents, which was the target. Right, because anytime you're above 51 cents, the next one's 62, then 70. So it just pulling back. It's up 8% today, despite this terrible performance on Bitcoin. Where you think that it could still eventually hit 62 cents unless Bitcoin just starts capitulating and really starts dumping. Could be fine. Yeah, it was up. My God, like what, 15 to 20% earlier. But it was like, I think IOTA was like that. It was up 10%. It's only up 2.5% now. Hey, it's cool though. What's it doing? Trying to do for the first time ever. Trying to back test that first peak from February 12th as support. Nice bounce off of it. But I don't know what's going to do if Bitcoin keeps dumping. It's probably going to break through that and go back down to 121. But still, lots of accumulation going on IOTA until, you know, Bitcoin wants to mark down again. So, yeah, like Theta, dude. Theta was, I mean, it hit over $10, man. Congratulations, Jesus Shams for Theta. Got the alert last night, I think maybe an hour or two after stream. Very nice, man. Theta killing the game. Can't stop Theta, dude. Well, I mean, could be soon. But just like decoupled from Bitcoin, outperforming almost literally everything in the space. Yeah, no requests today, dude, right? Yeah. Nice, right? No one cares about requests because Bitcoin dumped, right? Of course, that's how it works. That's the game I play. At least I'm showing up. Yeah, man, it's just like across the space, dude. I don't know, like. You gotta wonder, like, assets like Tron that got to those targets, those major resistance points, and one top, a second top that's lower, and now it's selling off, probably going back down to 5.6 cents. You don't hold that, you're probably going down to 4.8 cents. So I can't believe Tron's at 6 cents right now after all this. So, wow, let's look at the, well, my work didn't save. Let me redo it or something. Sure. What? How is that working? How does that happen? Super chat doesn't work? Why? Dude, I have no idea why that would be a thing, dude, like at all. Dude, it's literally set to that. But that's for ads though. So weird, man. Isn't it crazy? I don't think there's anything I can do. Whatever, dude. Well, there's another way to do it, I guess, right? So, okay, cool. Yeah, we can't. None of my work says on TradingView anymore. Super chat's down. Market's down, but great day, man. Great day, huh? Nasdaq Composite. Nice day today, up 1.23%. No breakout yet, but a nice start. Nice start. Qs were better because they actually went down to backtest the old highs from September. So, hey, you know, if the bullish trend, you got a bullish reversal pattern that's happening, so you think that'd be good. It's whatever, dude, you know. Like, thank you for the 100.
Mitch's top button tipped $100. Since no one's making requests, what's the TA for $SHMP?
I don't know, we can look at it. Sure, thanks, man. For the 100. Wow. Really nice. Natural shrimp. It's not Bubblegum Shrimp Company or something. Man, there were some pretty awesome opportunities on this one a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but there was a time when this was awesome. At this point, it's like, I don't know, you're asking me about an asset that has appreciated in value tremendously and not too long. I mean, you know, look, it went up 700%, you know, since in 100 days. 700%. It's just like, God, I don't know, man. Like, sure, it could keep going, or it could very well correct majorly and go to 22 cents. Like, right, you're safe above 48.9 cents. But below that, look out. I mean, straight up, straight down, like everywhere below that. So that's your critical support. I mean, maybe you could imply, try to say, hey, hidden bullish divergence, maybe, but what happens if the negative momentum just starts building on lower prices? So, I don't know, man. Like, you just had your buying climax, like, last month, so. On the upside, though, if you break 62 cents, I think the chance is very probable that you would see 83 cents. So, it's just, whichever support or resistance is broken, there's, probability of dumping or going much higher. Wow, great analysis, but what do you want? Like, again, I just told you 700% in 100 days, and now it's correcting after that. So, like, these are just not good assets to really request, but I do appreciate the contribution to the stream, 100%, man. But you know what we're looking for. We're looking for like some like cake, you know, that's, wow, there's a harmonic at the pattern completion zone, and that pattern completion zone is back testing a spring from just another support. Whoa, you know, like that stuff's great. We have the shrimp, natural shrimp incorporated. Okay, sweet. So what else is there to talk about? I mean, you know, look at stocks. You look at Intel. Intel was top gainer on the stock market today, or the S&P 500 anyway. Yeah, and Intel. I mean, this is great, dude. This is amazing. Like what Intel did. You know, remember that 886? Remember that? Well, it was, you know, it was the head and shoulders at the top of the range, and then earnings they got killed, and they hit the measure move, and then rallied up. And then sold off to pretty much the bottom of the range. It was like a low risk area down there on Intel, and look at the rally that you got. And now look what's happened. You know, that range you had been in since 2018. Yeah, you'd upthrusted through it a couple times, but notice how you broke it, and then you back tested it and regarded it as support. And now you're marking up again, and the target I believe is 69.25. I think that'd probably be hit. You broke a resistance today from June 5th of last year. So you break 69.25, 75.80, I believe, is your all-time high back from the year 2000. Yeah. Can you believe that Intel has not yet reclaimed its 2000 all-time highs? You're getting it. This could be it, man. This could actually be it. Yup. So keep your eye on Intel. That's definitely doing things. Nothing really implying downside, and there was hidden bullish over it. Like, look at this, man. So educational, whatever, right? Education for the people that want to learn, right? A low on price, then a higher low. The higher lows back testing the multi-year range, and there's seller exhaustion at that high.
Smiley face.
Oh, whatever, man. Who cares about my day? I hope you're all having a good day. Look. Hidden bullish divergence, low, the higher low. That's what you're looking for, man. That's the stuff that dreams can be made out of, and it's a daily time scale. It's not just a 4 hour. So that's it, man. All right, Intel. I mean, what are we gonna do? Literally 0 requests. So it's like, all right, I'll just for 3 months I'll have too many requests for 2+ hours, and then I'll have a stream where there's 0 requests for the whole stream, and that's okay. So I'm just gonna wing it. Just do random assets. Yeah, so so you got maybe on Apple you got yourself a little mini inverse head and shoulders. What's up, Jared? Thanks, 20. Thank you. So inverse head and shoulders much on Apple? I mean, somewhat. I mean, definitely, whether it's the wick or the body. Like, you could just say this or this. Doesn't matter, really. It's all good. Jesus, dude. Wow. Smiley. Serious? Jesus, man.
Smiley took $500.17. Thank you for all the Patreon was the single best self-improvement investment I have ever has changed my view on trading, but also on mid-6 figures ever since. Thank you, deserve it. 0.00920131 BTC.
Thank you, Smiley, for the $500 worth of Bitcoin.
$71. I don't have any tickets to look at, but maybe you could school the chat on your mental process for dealing with these down swings. Have you closed any positions? Risk management? Dealing with stress? General education? 0.0124460780H.
Yeah, a few newer positions. I got out of a few, but I mean, it was just they had not really taken off, but there weren't many losses either. I don't know, man. It's like you got to I'm just like, hey man, you know, it's just the environment that I'm in every day. We're streaming, right? And then it completely changes. It's like, what? It's like I'm just completely different because the market sells off some. But it's like, wait a second, there was a, you know, Ethereum, we were bearish on, you know, and we were identifying the bearish variables, but no, everything changes, and then Super Chat's disabled, and then I'm shadow banned, and then TradingView won't save any of my work, and it's like, are you kidding me? Like, are there any more things that can happen? Internet go out, possibly? Stream Elements? You want to duplicate the tips? I'm waiting for the next weird, crappy thing to happen today. Appreciate it. Yeah, like, just get away from the charts. Like as I was talking about yesterday, before this selling happened. You gotta get away sometimes. Go read a book. Go run. So if Apple's gonna play out, you know, if it's gonna actually reverse here, you're thinking, I mean, a target's 137.50. And this is, I mean, of course, this is a big market mover, and it's one of the big reasons why the NASDAQ or the Qs look like they look, because of Apple being part of that. So, I mean, I'm telling you, like the neckline's like 126.40. You're not there yet, and if you break it, 137.62 will be your target. Measure move. Well, look how close it is to that resistance up there, man. That look at that. I mean, it's like TA Tetris if it actually was to play out, and I actually was off a little bit. There you go. I mean, that's it, dude. I mean, that would be where it's headed if it could break the you know, the supply line or the neckline. Okay, Apple. It's not over yet. It's as long as it makes higher lows than the previous lows, all is well. I mean, you could almost, maybe, right? Let's just see here how it's going. Yeah, that's real close, man. But dang, dude, I mean, that's cipher stuff, right? That's like bullish cipher stuff, right? On Apple. Think about it. It's like, can someone tell me what chart this is right here? Can someone tell me what chart we've been kind of looking at? It's in crypto. Anyone at all know what's happening here? Yeah. A couple of y'all getting it. Here we go. Yeah. There's a harmonic, and at the PCZ of the harmonic, there's a head and shoulders. Yeah. But it's bullish. It's the other way around. It's pretty good, right? What's so smiley?
Edit, thank you.
Thank you for the 50 edit.
Hey,
yeah, man. Edit was looking pretty good. You know. What's up, Anonymous? ETN to BTC. Yeah, sure. If you want. So let's see how it works, man. Bullish patterns and a very bullish trend, man. Money printer go burr, right? Didn't Jerome Powell say today, like, crypto and Bitcoin is not a good store of value because it's too volatile? Well, price action kind of helped his argument today, right? A little bit. I don't know, man. Like, volatile to who? People who bought in really high? People who, like, FOMO'd in this market, you know, past month and a half or so? For people that were in this market for a long time, I mean, I'm just shaking my head at people that are like asking about it now, Bitcoin and stuff. Like, should I get in now? Should I buy now? It's just like, I'm not answering that because you're gonna blame me because you don't want to have you know, accountability for missing the 300%, 400% markup we had, you know, in the past like 6 months. So you're on your own. And I say this, like, right? What's better than Bitcoin? Well, I mean, like, not better maybe, but lower risk, value plays, assets that have been beaten down, right? I mean, Apple, like, just here, you know, that's pretty beaten down. You know, it hit an all-time high like January 25th at 145 and got as low as 115, 116. Is now looking like momentum is shifting back towards where the prevailing trend is taking you. So that's good. We know bullish patterns in bullish conditions can be very reliable, and they can often outperform. So say it hits 137 eventually, it could go higher. right? It'd go up to C 145, and then your new all-time highs. So is there like a trend line here too? I wonder if demand line on Apple. Wow, look at that, man. Look at this. Even more good stuff, right, on Apple. Look how you fell below a demand line and you rallied, and now you're kind of trying to back test it, hold it. You know, you might really test it for real or something on One Touch or something, but that's just another good thing, right? A demand line's being held on Apple. So you clearly got a sell wall at 137.86, and you do have a demand line. So accumulation with a sell wall? Seen that before. Heard of that before. What is that again? Man, we don't have to name it anything. Don't have to label it, okay? Alright, so Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. Just kidding. No, you want to do shrimp. There you go, man. This is interesting. definitely interesting here. Kind of. I mean, I don't...
Shout out to Junglist for showing our group rate TA.
So respect the TA.
Is that a join?
I think you did. So it's kind of interesting because a gap fill.
Thanks for your work, man. I'm wondering if you could look at the LBC cup and handle.
So Danny, thanks for 20. Sure. That is your prerogative for sure. All right, new Discord link. Thank you. So yeah, is it inverse head and shoulders? I mean, like, really, there's nothing here besides the gap fill, and I was talking about the gap fills act as support and resistance about 22% of the time. So it's not even it's not a very high probability that it would hold as support here, but it is right now, right? So yeah, I mean, I guess you would say, what would the neckline be? The neckline would be like right here.
Your chicken tip $25. Olamage, PLS check AI stock. It has been downtrending and historically is a beauty. What is your take?
So Miss Chicken, thanks 25. We can look at it after the list. So you got to wonder, negative momentum's only just beginning to build on the 4 hour. You might come down and test 113 before it starts, pivoting and rallying. But if it doesn't hold that, you might be. There's a lot of downside if it doesn't hold that. There's nothing really, besides that. So, yeah, I mean, you could say it's interesting. It had a drawdown, but it could turn into something else, and I don't think it's completely developed yet. But look, it could be a left shoulder and a head and a right shoulder. It's one maybe to watch and see how it correlates to that 113 area. But not like, oh my god, it's amazing. You need to back test it. Let's get some confirmation that it's a support, and maybe it could rally some, and then you feel a little bit more comfortable, but it could just keep selling until then, alright? That's it. Yep, so good old edit. Did some really nice things today. Why? I mean, it was so nice because the ice line. I mean, my god, dude. That you hit an 88% retrace, and then you got above this ice line that goes back to March 2016. I mean, multi-year ice line, right? And you rallied at the PCZ, and then you've back tested that area as support. That's so powerful. And yeah, you got a really nice rally today. I mean, 7.73% up. That's a good start. But you got a really long way to go. But this is how it begins on edit, okay? This is how it begins for assets. The backtest springs at value areas. Wow, value area. And so eventually, based on the very little data we have on edit, above 4509, it's normally straight up, straight down. So you'd think for an equitable trade, probably a great target. 66.86, just as a minor high, but really like 89.85. That could take a while. I mean, that could take maybe a few weeks or something, dude. But yeah, man, these are the ones that you're looking for. You're looking at, right? Value, PCZs of harmonics, backtesting springs that are they're critical, old all-time highs. Man, that's what you want, man. This is the ticket. You know, looking at something like Bitcoin, dude, it's just like, wow, man, contradicting variables. It could go one way. It could just be, you know, whatever, a fake out and go high. Or it goes down to 50K to 42K, right? That could happen. I mean, like, right? There's just so many questions. There's just so much uncertainty with Bitcoin at these high, absurd levels. Uncertainty, a lot less uncertainty on assets like this. So that's the trader, man. Like, not the moon boy obsessed with Bitcoin and would die without Bitcoin, and you don't give a crap about anything else but Bitcoin. You're in the wrong there. You're thinking wrong. You got to think about, this channel is about technical analysis, not Bitcoin, dude. Not Ethereum. It's anything that is showing us value and an edge at the same time. What's up, Calvin?
Calvin tipped $27.74. Hi Mitch, could we have a look at CNA, Centrica PLC, London Stock Exchange? Thanks.
So Calvin, thanks, $27.74. Thank you. Yep, we'll look at it. I'm sorry, I don't know what's, there's literally, I have no explanation for why Super Chat is literally just off today. No idea, man. Alright? None. Okay, next one was, it was, oh god. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, that's that makes sense. God, so much data. I'm so just not used to this much data on assets that are S coins. Wow. So great news. I remember the last time we looked at this, it had not broken above the ice line yet, but we said if it does get above this, it could be very good. Look what's happened. It's above the critical ice lines. Okay, so you could come for a back test, even though it has. Look, I mean, it really did. Look, it broke out, and then it back tested for like 5 days. It has support, right? I mean, like, you know, people requested it, look at it, and it's doing all the bullish stuff. So it could very well run to 5940 sats. That's it. I mean, that's the top of the range. If ever broke that, well, you know, you're going to have a little zone of resistance right here between 71.48 and 73.93. Right, the old low of September 2018 and the high June 2019 and the high July 2020. So kind of like inverse head and shoulderish is momentum shifting structure for real, yes. And the fact that you're back testing springs and now you're going, it's very good too. So yeah, it was all about the if, and it did the if. It did break back above critical supports, because I think you had requested it before. And there was daily bullish, really nice bullish divergence on that RSI. Yep, 5940 could be the eventual target. And then 7150 after that. Okay, that's it, man. That's your electronium to Bitcoin. It's definitely respecting the TA, for sure.
Was going to ask before the BTC dump, so I might as well ask anyway. Can you please look at VGX? Thanks.
Sure, Dan. Thank you, man. Sure. So LBC, what are you talking about? You say something about cup and handle. Yeah, cup with handle. Macro craps out. I mean, whatever, lower high. So all of a sudden, it's like you're now not making your distributions argument, and it looks like it's almost imminent that library is going to go back test the neckline again, like it had been doing for so long. So it couldn't make it, and it just It had a really good start, and just since then, look, it's come to back test once, and that's the thing. You rally off a back test to make a lower high. That's crap, man. That's bad. I mean, that's not really what you want to see. Okay, back test, I understand, right? But that's when the back test, it's time to rally, not rally, make a lower high, confirm a lower high in distribution, and start selling off to come back to it, because that means your probability starts getting higher that it would break that couple with handle neckline, or whatever you want to call it. Right, a critical resistance for sure. So what a run it's been on, but leave it to Library Coin to crap out now. You could thank the macro. You could certainly thank the macro for this. Not your library credits coin. I think there's playlist. I don't know, man. Just more things with issues. Okay, just whatever. Certainly not an asset that's a really low risk opportunity. Now, I do love it above a certain area, but at the same time, it's like, God. Gotta go the weekly on this one. But the Lord has a plan, and I gotta succeed. Saying going for you, you just gotta believe. Know the world's brainwashed, too easy to find evil. My crew spread love, family, good people. Energy is real. CNA Financial Corporation. Yeah, man. I mean, like, it has been stuck, right, for years. It's been oscillating up and down. Pays a dividend, 3.31% yield, so it's like, hey, you're at least compounding on it while it was doing nothing for you, right? But that looks like a bullish alternate bat that played out really well. And so you're anything above 43.61's okay. Jeez, anonymous, man, 500. What?
Took $544.38.
Wow,
0.010000000 BTC.
Anonymous, thank you for the $544.38 of Bitcoin. Was that you, Smiley, or was that another to one up you, or was it again? I don't know if it was you or not, because it was anonymous. Thank you, man. Really, really appreciate the support. Thank you, man. Yeah, Super Chat was very convenient, right? I guess everyone's all finding out now that have been tipping Super Chat how convenient it was, right? And going, there was a time for like over a year and a half where there was no Super Chat. All it was tipping the Stream Elements way. So I don't know. We'll work on getting it back. I am literally dumbfounded here. Oh, dude, thank you. Wow. I know who you are. Am I allowed to say your name though? Starts with an A. So does anonymous. I won't out you unless you give me authorization. Thank you, dude. So there is no edge on the. How can there be an edge when the asset, the asset's up 61% in 147 days, which is, compared to some of these cryptos, not a big deal. But back in normal worlds, non-Rudy Poo world, before all this crazy Wall Street bets and crypto crap started, 61% in 147 days, not bad, not too bad. But so really, you hadn't seen negative momentum on the weekly since May 26th last year. Great news, you're back above the 200-week moving average for the first time since March, COVID crash. But I think anything above 43.60 is really, really good, Calvin. Oh my God, no way I just did this, did I? Is this This isn't it. That's the wrong ticker. He was wanting something on the
Hey
London
Mitch,
Stock
no
Exchange, not
requests
the
today, but that surely want me
Wow, a
to
lot
warn
different
from
here.
us
What a lot.
Good days or bad days, we are in it together. Positive vibes only.
What's up, Big? Thanks.
Is that a joint?
Yeah, man. Oh, it's just like when it rains, it pours.
Taking the
It's
time,
so
feeling
real.
the vibe with the music.
Is that a joint?
So Benjamin, thanks for the 420. Good to see you. Oh, this is a good song too. It's just one of my playlists. It's called Chiller Stream. Yeah. So great request. I mean, I understand why you requested it, Calvin. Sorry about I looked at the wrong asset, but it was cool. That's a lot of bank stocks are like CNA. They're all similar, almost identical. So this one's just been murdered, dude. Straight down. I mean, there ended up being on the weekly. Look, very nice bullish divergence. I've been here before. What? I have memory of this place. I have memory of this place, I guess. So we just kind of looked at it like, when did I look at this? Maybe in May and July last year? God, it's been forever. So what does that tell you? Dude, that's so bad, but soon it could be really good. Okay, CNA could be really good. You're just butting up against the ice line you saw from long ago, like, 3,000 years ago. Sauron and his army, okay? Waging war on Middle Earth, that's where you are. And if you break 55, gap fill, 6982, just more common retraces. You're at a shallow, moderate retrace, 382. So the fact that you hit it and it reversed, perfect. That makes so much sense, right? That's what happens to the golden zone. It could be the 382 or it reversed, but what happened? It only made the same low as the same one, but higher actually. And now it's like you have an ascending triangle type behavior. Ascending triangle type behavior where you have obviously some sort of cell wall at the ice line from 3,000 years ago or whatever, and accumulation. And you could even try to argue that now you have acceleration of accumulation with a new little demand line here. They could always come to back test that or the bottom one before breaking it, but when or if CNA breaks it, you're thinking straight up to 64.48 to test that low from August of 2019. I'm gonna clean that up. I don't even think it's gonna matter. I'm gonna try to save all my work and it's gonna say, nope, you can't. You have to manage your tools or whatever. Really weird. So yeah, I mean, it's actually gas distributors. So cyclical, underperforming energy, but there could be upside. There could be upside on this. If you break 55, you're very close. So that's the area to watch. Calvin, man, thanks again. And sorry about looking at the wrong asset. It's just honest mistake. Okay. So remember, it goes all the way back, man, to the days of yesteryear, 1997. Might as well be 3,000 years ago, okay? If there was a 3,000 year support resistance, it would still be regarded and respected. I'm telling you. So, anyway. So look, all this work. So on the daily, I guess I had everything visible. Interesting. Yeah, I think 64.48, 69.60 would be your medium-term targets. Now, if you ever broke that, though, oh man, it's like, yeah, there's always something, right? There's one at $75, right? That first all-time high back in February 1997 after it IPO'd or whatever. So that's all you can target, right? 64.48, 69.60, 75.16. Okay. All right, next one. Wait, you didn't respond. Am I not allowed to out you? I mean... Okay, that one. Ouch. It was good and then it wasn't. I thought I looked at this. VGX. Unless you're talking about like something on the stock market. I don't. Right there. Traders settled up at their highest point right here, January 31st. Oh, you're just holding on to that, man. This is why. You understand why I do candle high closes? Because it just, look at it, man. Look how, not the wicks it's being regarded as support at the candle high close. Look here even, you know, from February 19th, over and over and over. So you break that, I think you're probably going down to 1,200 thousandths of a penny or something. Or 1.2 tenths of 1 penny. Sorry, we got 1.2 tenths of 1 penny. So worthless either way. And you can also go to like X, A, B, C, D, where the D would be down somewhere down here. Yeah, so you're only making like a 61% retrace. So yeah, there could be downside if you don't hold this area. And there's nothing really implying that it's gonna reverse here. Like you could say there's dude, like when you really want to take a long on an asset that's been pulling back, I don't think your RSI you want it to be up here, like in the equilibrium. You want it to be like an oversold territory. That way it's like almost like you let there be no doubt, because it like now it's like, yeah, it could just start dumping, and then it just sells off and it could just get real bad before it gets oversold. So you want to see divergence if you can help it. Divergence with like both of the valleys on the RSI are in oversold territory, or you know, right? Or you're seeing that happen and you're seeing the bullish divergence develop on the MACD where the RSI is oversold, so you're not even close. So it could hold here, but if it doesn't, see you down at much lower prices, because straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. That's the only history you have between 1.2 tenths of 1 cent and 2.3 tenths of 1 cent. Okay, that's it. That's Voyager, your request. Okay, that's it. Those are the requests. Get Rick Super Chat. Unreal. So Bitcoin's got, we're now less than an hour until your daily candle close. If you're enjoying the live stream, not the price action, hit that like button and bell us up. Thanks so much. Yeah, man, I mean, just nothing's implying upside yet. And there's no real support here either. I mean, like, not really. Look, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. I mean, you've just manufactured somewhat of maybe what could be considered a support just days ago, you know, the 15th or 16th. That's it. Other than that, I mean, 52K is like, that was what we were thinking or hoping could happen on this sell-off before it rallied. But it could be an A, B, C, D situation, which would be good. There's, you know, that's like, there's a lot more congestion in this zone down here than where you are now. So yeah, you're going up and down, man. Ethereum, a nice rally from its low point. I got as low as friggin' 1656 or so, and it's up at 1694, so still down 5% today. So what you're hoping here, right, since it's beginning to try to play out, the head and shoulders is about to be confirmed in less than an hour once you break the neckline. You're just hoping for underperformance, where Ethereum will catch bids before it hits the 100% measure move. Because when, you know, patterns are underperforming, that's real nice for reinforcement of what kind of trend we're still in, right?
Thank you for streaming every day. I have learned so much from your channel.
Anonymous, thanks for the 20, dude. We appreciate it. Yeah, we'll look at CLO. Yep. So, right, that's what we want to see. We want to see Ethereum not hit the target. I mean, in actuality, right? Because that can help us, you know, see what's going on. Just like we don't want the Bitcoin bearish divergence is certainly playing out now, but that, we don't want it to go much lower at all than 52K. Okay. We'll see. I mean, you could think. Well, here's it. What's interesting to me. What really has made me think here about Bitcoin, like, what is it comparable to? I always try to find like comparison from history or something. It is very, very, very comparable to a certain time of Bitcoin's history, not too long ago. Okay. You don't have to go back too far. I mean, we're talking like back from late November, all the way to mid-December. Okay, where Bitcoin had an amazing run. It sold off at XABCD, made a higher low, then started consolidating identically, pretty much to what Bitcoin has just completed in its own consolidation. Right? Oh, yes. Right, the cup with triangle crap, whatever, and dumped. It broke out, and the measured move never got achieved, and it went to back test 17,730, where that was one of your highest daily candle closes of all time back from history. That was why I had it plotted there, and that was why I took the long and posted the trade setup. It was right here. It was your highest candle close before all-time highs, right? That was it. That was always plotted. That's why at that level, when sellers were implying they were exhausted, that was the entry. That was the long right there. The dragon trade. Oh, where am I? What's going on? Okay, so yeah, here. So right, we're looking for it to bottom out somewhere, and then rally, and then bottom out again, and then show bullish divergence on the oscillators at some sort of support if we can help it. Yeah, saw that tweet. They tweeted about it. That's good, man. I mean, it obviously had no effect on the price at all, but how could any asset gain positive effect from any news on a day where the macro sells off so much? I mean, it's not even that bad, dude. 5% down, really not crazy. But regardless, the altcoins just don't respond very well. Think like Engine is down almost 11% right now. Most things are down worse than Bitcoin. Only a few. Some are not as bad, but you get what I'm saying, right? Comparable time in Bitcoin's history to what's going on right now. Okay. And so let's also talk about real quick. Okay, what kind of retrace did we get from that low, right? 61.8% retrace, I already know, but I'll plot it for you so you can look from the low point to the high. 618, double bottom at the 618. Where are we at now? Where's Bitcoin? Let's check it out. Really, talking about in real time. From its previous low, where are you? The low from February 28th. Low to high. You're at a 38% retrace. You realize you have to, if you wanted to do the exact same thing Bitcoin did in November and December, $50,000 would be the 618. So just using Fibonacci and retraces to show you kind of like there could still be downside. But dude, think about if Bitcoin somehow found market participants demand was too high here, that would be testament to how freaking bullish this is. If it did somehow find a way to hold above 55,000, maybe show one bottom and a confirmation low, that would be incredible. But unfortunately, right, it's just a coin flip of that chance of that happening, because there's certainly nothing implying upside at this right now. It's, I guess, if you closed in 52 minutes above this candle low close from March 16th, you could be like a low and then a higher low with lower levels. You could almost say the 4 hour might be trying to develop hidden bullish divergence at some point, I guess. But a little too early to say that. But you see what I'm saying? If it was going to do the same thing as it did before it went nuts, it would be coming down a couple more blocks, a couple more fib nodes. All right. Still below the 200 moving average, so not too big of a deal quite yet. You had VChain that hit 10 cents, and you had Beta hit $10. You know, a couple outperformers, outperforming, doing what they do best lately, right? Or not lately, I'm talking for a while. Yeah, it's interesting, man. Like, I mean, this is exactly what we talked about yesterday in terms of what if both things play out? What if your bearish divergence plays out at the same time as your coupled handle, right? I mean, it could, like, you know, you knew it could go down, like, go all the way down. If you're looking at the daily, go to 51,000, you know, 400, and still be inside this down sloping structure here. And it could still be a coupled handle, and then you start losing your negative momentum, make a higher low, and you go again. You go to all-time highs. So they could both, somehow TA could be respected in both regards: the bullish pattern, the bullish trend with the bearish divergence. Okay. Okay. Yeah, bullish 5-0, yes. So that's the other kicker, like, to everything, where if you were blessed enough to get down to the... See, that's the thing, man. Like on this, you know, 5-0 argument, it went higher than 113% retrace, right? A little bit higher. So it technically, in ways, kind of violated... Gosh, dang it, man, I hate that crap. It violated the 113% retrace. Or that's, so you think, all right, if it goes up a little higher, then it may not be able to get the 50%. But you think about it, if you take that level of price disparity between the actual PCZ and where it went, right, about $1,500. I mean, that's, you know, candle close. That's kind of close, right, to where, you know, it would be. So that can happen, you know, if you're... I mean, that's what these harmonics are for. They're like giving you exact measurements, right? And if those exact measurements get violated in any capacity, then it could mess with the actual pattern completion zone of the structure, the harmonic structure. So just something to think about. So I've been live now 1 hour and 8 minutes. Can't even believe it. If you join the live stream, like button, bell, sub, whatever. Thanks for the 1,700 people tuned in, and thanks for the 500 likes. Okay, but it's really nice, you know, educational experience for you people that are out there that maybe are just newer or something. Where, man, price action, correlation to old highs, right? Like right here, February 21st. You chopped around, you tried so hard, one top, a second top at the supply line. That's like a double top. Failed, right? Confirmation that the lower highs are in than the previous highs. One high and a second one. And spot. And so you broke down and you rallied. And what did you do on the attempted rally? You fell below the critical 58K old all-time high. And you rallied to back test it as resistance. And on the 60-minute, you got confirmation with one high and a second high. And then that's when the markdown happened. Right? Not before, only after market participants gained confirmation. Not enough demand to push the price above the previous high. So that's what you're looking for all the time, everywhere on all charts, that type of stuff. So now I'll say we're leaving it the trend. My double bottom here would be insane, but just no real divergence argument yet. Okay. Yeah, monthly's overbought, but you don't see the last cycle. Monthly got up to like 96, 97 or whatever, two different times. Yeah. No exhaustion on the monthly. Okay. Alright, let's look at the, yeah, next, there's another request. Yeah, dude. Yep.
Tim took 21.
Oh, I love it too, because now it's confirmation highs, double top,
support.
right?
Thanks for streaming. Enjoy it as always.
Tim, thanks for the 2151 contribution. Really appreciate it, dude. Thank you. So, yeah, down 4.63% today.
It's China to me, China. China.
Let's catch this bounce with 125x leverage. Kings. 0.00246644
Yikes. Yikes, don't do that, chat. Okay. Don't do it. That's the dark side of the force, okay? The dark side. This is the light side of the force, is low risk, robotic trading, right? Like, hey man, you're completing a bearish shark pattern, and at the pattern completion zone there's a supply line, and there's hidden bearish divergence, impending price action continuation, the downside being implied at that PCZ, and at the same time the PCZ, the supply line. It sold off. Then it rallied. You got your reaction, the reaction high. And then when you rallied, you got yourself a confirmation high. That's what we just do. It's like a double top. Exactly what you want. Always on harmonics are forms of confirmation, whether they be double tops, inverse head and shoulders, ascending triangles, descending triangles, whatever, if it's bearish, right? And so downside, I mean, you got to break 15, 16 like that. If that breaks, you got a real good chance hitting those targets. But you just got to remember, this is a really bullish trend, man. Well, it's been one, right? It's been a stupidly bullish trend, but you get a $15 breaks for real. You got a good shot of seeing those deep retraces, 1330, 1380, 786, 886, maybe even the 100% at the A and C, right? Right, that's it. So extremely educational, where we're able to use variables that align to help us understand, like you know. And look here, I mean, pretty much on the 4 hour, it was like this, right? Bearish divergence on the second top, confirmation high. That's what you want. Well, thank you, Anonymous. I just read that text. I appreciate it. All right. Much love. Helps on days like these, man, for sure. It's like some days you got it, and some days it's just like, duh. Okay, there's your CLF. Beautiful. Just think about it. Flip the chart over. You know, I mean, it's been selling on for so long, but it's showing accumulation, not distribution. Accumulation, hidden bullish divergence of the PCZ at a demand line, it rallies, confirmation low, right? And now it's like if you break 15, 16, oh dude, you're going up to 1284 probably. Oh yeah. All right, very similar. I mean, not so much, but could be kind of like what we looked at CNA, you know, or whatever. Yeah, CNA is similar but inversed or inverted. Okay. Well, dump it, man, dump it. That's what we're saying about this. So gross, man. I mean, it didn't get any grosser than that. You gotta love how on the right shoulder you got one high, and then you got a confirmation high. That it's like you just can't be sold on it till it starts violating the PCZ. It never did that. All it did was run up and maybe give some people some false hope, you know. But it was really just, yep, that's the top. Top's in. When it started going off to, like, you know, selling off, and it got to that neckline again after that second top. That's when I like pinged all patrons. I'm like, this looks so bearish.
Have a great night, brother. The peace sign.
So Big Mike, thanks for the 20. We have not looked at Gina is. We'll look at that. Thank you. Excuse me. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I love this one actually. Genius Brands. Look at the supply line. It's broken. You know, you did it. Okay, probably Wall Street. Not even Wall Street bets. I don't know if they were even consolidated yet back last year, but that's what happens when you break a supply line like that. But you fell back below it, made a much higher low, and now you're showing consecutive levels of accumulation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you break it, re-breaking that supply line. Target's $3, 307, 405, 621. That's it, man. That's where it's headed. It's up 2.58%. It's up 2% after hours. But yeah, dude, this was tremendous. Oh, you gotta love it, man. Cause there's like almost always hidden bullish divergence, as there was here when you get the run up and the sell off and it makes a deep retrace. Like, look, much higher levels of negative momentum, obviously. But then here,
Let's check my previous request of iStock. Love everyone patience.
look, a low.
What is your take?
Oh yeah. Sorry, Miss Chicken, dude. My bad. Yes, I'll look at it. So look, man, we already had this plotted. Hidden bullish divergence on the daily, implying a continuation of the upside. TA was respected. Respected TA.
Hi, Mitch.
So now
Would
you're
you please
above
take a
all
look
resistance.
inside?
$3, 405, 621 are your targets. What's up, KTG? Thanks for the 2076. Sure. Look at it. So let's run to that other one. So Genius looked good. It's looking better. Looking even better now. AI. Does that mean you want to look at C3.ai Incorporated? I'm not sure if that's what you were requesting. Can't believe I'm having to like really even worry about, oh, I can't look at this because it'll just add to my limited amount of charts I can chart because of TradingView's data or whatever. Are you asking for this, Mr. Chicken? Is this it? Well, if you were talking about a butterfly, much lower to go. But yeah, I mean, the daily is interesting where it's like you haven't seen positive momentum on the daily since February 16th. Fetch.ai. I don't even know what. Fetch.ai. Let's see if he said anything else in the other tip. It just says AI stock. He says it's been downtrending beautifully. My take. I'm not listening to someone who's just spamming it's this. Anyway, I don't know, man. Like, you can't just be like, look at my. He says AI stock. He said stock, not crypto. I know there's a FET. This is what happens when it's not clear on what asset is requested. Okay, I guess. So there's no edge besides the fact that you're just losing negative momentum that could go positive. There's no exhaustion at all on this asset. Oh, actually on the 4 hours, some decent divergence. See a low and then the lower, and that's what you want. This is where you want to see divergence because it's like the probability is so much higher that a reversal is going to come when both valleys are oversold. Okay, there's like almost like let there be no doubt. Most likely, like the probability is elevated. It can't go down much further. Okay. So yeah, impending price action reversal could take you back up to 89.82, but as you see, recent history, just failing and failing and failing. So you got to break it. You break 89.82, you got a real good chance of upside. Yeah. But again, a harmonic, I don't really see much of a harmonic here. Otherwise, it would be your PCZs down at much, much lower levels. So, or the only thing I see is a possible butterfly, and you don't want the butterfly to play out if you want this to go up. Yep, this is a butterfly. Exactly, a 1272. See, even the PCZ, you're not there yet. You're very close. It can go down to 65, 66, and that might be the beginning. That's at least the minimum criteria for a bullish butterfly's pattern completion zone. So maybe it doesn't ever get down there because there's so much exhaustion on the 4-hour RSI. That 4-hour RSI could usher in positive momentum building in a new wave, possibly the upside. So it's actually not the worst thing in the world. You know, it didn't really look that good until I plotted. It's like, dang, it's pretty much there. It's pretty close. It's let's say $10 off the pattern completion zone, so it's still a good ways off. But man, that right there is super exhausted. Okay, you would think like the next move, witnessing that, would be up, not down. Then you can almost argue there's hidden bearish divergence, right? Make a much lower high with higher levels of positive momentum. So that's where I'm standing with it. Okay, so you get above 89, 82, you got a real good chance of a nice markup to at least 129. That's a peak from December 10th last year. So, okay, AI, Chicken Man. Oh my god, I got devastated, down 16, almost 17% today. Yeah, man, what Chop City. That is awful. SY, So Young International.
Any chance of volatility pop? UXC seems cheap. Thoughts?
I don't know, man.
Brock.
News-driven catalysts normally dictate those volatility spikes. So, day trader's tool, you know, scan pre-market for volume for those catalysts. If you wanted to like day trade it or something. Thanks for the 6. It seems cheap, but I mean, it can keep going down too. So. With SY, you've broken a critical support, or somewhat critical support, around 1038. The next target's 923. 923. Look, there's a high from October 2019. There's a low from May of 2020. And that's it. Right? Straight up, straight down everywhere else. So that's probably where it's headed. It's oversold. I think something maybe really bad happened. News-driven catalyst, lowest RSI since August 14th. Lowest price since June of last year. So, you know, you're doing stuff. It's just bearish. Some technical breakdown. Was it earnings? It looks like earnings. Yeah, earnings was today, and they missed by 34.78%. They were supposed to make money and they didn't. Oh, that's terrible. That'll do it. That'll take you down almost 17% in a day for sure. They all are, Brad, but none of them have blocked the video. Nah. I played these songs before and it's been fun. So that's it. I mean, the bottom of the range is really, you know, 847 to 923. That's where you'd be looking for an edge or something. You're not there yet. Oops. It's been terrible. Terrible life cycle for this asset for so long. See you down there, and let's look for an edge there. Yeah, it's ugly, man. I mean, look, the weekly is just as clear. I mean, there's nothing there. So there's more downside potentially. It broke $10 after hours. Good. There's your SY. So still not looking that hot on Bitcoin with only 31 minutes to go till your daily candle close. If you're enjoying the live stream, like button, the bell is up. Thanks so much. Alright, man. Well, I've been live for an hour and 30 minutes, so wish Bama luck tonight. Playing Maryland, round 2. Looks like if they can win, it's going to be Alabama versus UCLA in the Sweet 16, and that'll be hilarious because that's where pros went to school. And it will be fun to watch. So I'm hoping Bama pulls it out tonight. They should, but anything's possible. You see these 1 seeds, 2 seeds get dethroned and upset. I think Illinois and Ohio State, man. Jeez. Yeah, Bama wasn't playing too good against Iona. But they started performing well in the second half. All right, y'all. It's been a good stream. I mean, you know, for considering the circumstances that are so stupid going on that happened with the dump, that didn't help. Hey, you know, whatever, dude. So we live to fight another day. There's always going to be another one of those. Well, maybe not, right? So, well, maybe like there may not be another day. So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions. Smiley Face Anonymous for those huge bombs of Bitcoin contributions. Thanks for the forcing me to buy this dip. That's what you did, because I don't sell those crypto tips ever. So thank y'all. All right, you're talking in real support, probably 52K. That's it. So I'll be back. Until next time, respect the T. Hey.
turd nuggets.